Good morning, y'all. Welcome to another Ride from Yard production. I'm here looking at this beautiful shot sent in to me by my niece of her kids at play. And this is reminding me so much of my days as a child in school. Now, today's vlog focuses on our future, our children. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump right in. Dave in a hitch. May marks the beginning of Child Month, and May 17th of this year is being observed as National Children's Day in Jamaica. Governor General Sir Patrick Allen, a few years ago, by way of the Royal Town Crier, of course, it does play, said, "Hear ye, hear ye, a royal proclamation. Let it be known throughout the land that the third Friday in May of every year shall henceforth be National Children's Day." And it was so. Now, every child has the right, as defined by the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, to be recognized as a person under the age of 18. The Jamaican Ministry of Education and Youth is currently loading up the thing. They are letting us know the significance of Child Month 2024, which commenced earlier, the 1st of May to be exact. The entire month of May is a period of awareness and advocacy for the rights and protection of all children across the entire length and breadth of Jamaica. In my humble opinion, however, we need more than 31 days of children's rights. Another lovely shot from my niece. Now, I don't want or intend for this vlog to be negative. We are here to highlight positivity, especially in this current moment. But somewhere along the lines, my tone has changed. Not intentionally. It just saddens me to see the quote-unquote destruction of our youths on a daily basis. This year's theme is Stand Up, Speak Out, Protect the Rights of Our Children. I want to take this opportunity to show you guys something. This right here is a book that I have been working on, and this is the cover, but don't mind the cover. This right here is just a placeholder. The initial cover I had to remove, and I'll explain that to you guys maybe one day in a vlog. But this poem right here, this is on my computer, by the way. Take a look at that. In red. Stand up. Speak out. I wrote this 3 years ago, and it's been sitting on my computer since then. This should have been my 3rd publication, and it never went the way I intended it. But just look at that. Now, this book right here focuses on issues I dealt with as a child growing up. Yep. I was bullied a lot. I'm an introvert and I'm quiet, and my quiet nature was a problem. We are still having these issues. They are still prevalent within our schools and our classrooms to this day. One of the reasons, or quite a few reasons, that this book never went anywhere was because I had a problem contacting, or let me not say contacting, getting a response from the relevant people. When I wrote this book, the shots are not going to be really clear because I'm actually focusing my camera right now on my computer. But the intent I had initially was to have school children within the pages of my book. And when I watched the last Olympics, it's like I had a flashbulb moment. And I decided, you know what, let me use Jamaicans as role models for kids because I want this book to be in schools. It's not a book that's going to be sold where I make money. I just like, when I was in school, we used to have those books that were issued to us by the ministry that we read. They were given to us for free. This is what I want for the kids. When I was in school, I had no one really. We didn't have guidance counselors in primary school. We had that in high school, and it wasn't a situation where you went to them where you had problems. No, it was something totally different. So my book, I think, is something that will be received by kids because they may be going through certain stuff. And you see me lingering on this picture for a while. A lot of you may know this gentleman right here, Dr. Andre Horton. And when I first heard of Andre, I was told, oh, he's such a humble person. And he's receptive. And I'm like, no, he's a politician. They're never like that. And when I told you I contacted Dr. Horton, and I think I sent the email off in the morning, and I would say in less than half an hour, I got a response. I was asking permission to use his photo in my publication without hesitation. He is indeed a humble individual, and I am proud to have him posted on the pages of my book. Now, I have been trying without success to get a few other people, and to date, I haven't. This young lady right here hails from Old Harbor. She is the first female to hold a doctoral degree in her line. And I don't know her. I don't know any of these people personally. I sent the email as well. Without hesitation, she responded. I am still trying to get in touch with other people. Another lovely Jamaican. She hails from the parish of St. James. I don't know her either. But when I wrote, it's like for each verse, God says to me, this is the person that you're supposed to use. Janet doesn't know anything about track and field. She cannot run, but I'm sure she knows how to throw down when it comes on to like skipping or jacks or stuff like that. Guys, I apologize for my camera moving all over. See, I am trying to use the people who go out and make our country proud. You see this young man right here? Parchy, humility at the highest level. I am sure everyone knows what happened when Parchy went to the last Olympics. And it wasn't just us who were noticing this. Parchy, I do my devotions every morning using the Daily Bread. They wrote about him in the Daily Bread. They used him as the lesson for humility in the Daily Bread that same year. Still not able to get through. I know I contacted Megan years ago when I was on Facebook, and I got a response saying I should contact her on IG. I don't have an IG account and haven't heard from her since then, but I'm keeping it going. So my book, guys, is at some point going to be in schools. By the grace of God, I believe that. I also contacted the ministry of education at that particular point. I tried to speak or contact the minister of education at one point, well, more than once, on Facebook. I'm not really on social media, and that too never materialized. So I'm just going to leave it. Now, this that I'm doing here, guys, I'm not doing this to get likes or clicks. And maybe my book won't make a huge impact, but I guarantee you it will reach at least one person. And that's enough. Oh Lord, and that's enough. Sunday gone was Mother's Day. And my niece, she did a conference call. It was all of us, my mom, my siblings, my nieces, my nephews, and my sisters and I, we were just there and we were reminiscing about our childhood and, what it was like growing up, games we used to play, jacks, and God, I climbed so many trees, fell out so many times, ended up in the hospital. I know we wreaked havoc on our childhood. Telling Duppy stories. I was always the scaredy cat, When I sit, I enjoy the stories, but then I'm the one who is scared. But it was just so much fun. We were cracking up. My mom was literally in tears from laughing. Chinese skipping. I don't know if you guys used to do this. You used to do when there was a full moon out, we lay on the ground and then we used stone to form our outline, and then we would dance around that and sing. Our parents used to tell us about rolling calf. We know about River Muma. My older sister tried to drown me one time while she was trying to so-called baptize me. It was fun. When we went to our grandmother's house, they had to come for us. 6 o'clock in the mornings, we would be in the river in that cold water, and it was fun. We had fun growing up as kids. We are going home from school. We stop in the cane fields. We stop by this neighbor's house for fruits. Oh my God. We grew up in that era where the village raised the child. Things have changed. Parents and grandparents are now kids. Manners and respect have gone out the door. You can't even see a child on the street that's misbehaving and speak to them. No. When I was a teacher back in Jamaica, I had a child tell me what to do with my mother. Can you imagine? Teachers are leaving the classroom in droves right now. They can't help it. What are we doing? Do we just spend 1 month focusing on our kids? And then what happens for the rest of the year? Day by day, the news is plagued by, this child has permanently gone to sleep. This child has permanently disappeared. This child has... I weep. When my nieces and nephews were young, my sisters always used to tell me I was overprotective. If they had to leave from one parish to the next, I walk with them to the bus stop. I make sure their phones are topped up. As soon as the bus drives off, let me know. Every 5 hours, they were annoyed, but it was for my comfort and theirs. Every 10 or 15 minutes, if I don't hear from them, I'm calling. I need to know where you are. I need to know what's happening. I see kids all the time. I call them babies, toddlers, 6 years old. And yes, maybe I'm overdoing it. How can a child of 6 be going to school by themselves? Why are you walking the streets by yourself to go to school? Where are your parents? That cannot be right. How much focus is placed on our kids? I come home from school in the afternoons, and before I can even eat, I have to get homework done. My mom saw to that. Education for her was a serious thing. That was the way out. I'm kind of getting overwhelmed, and I think I'm going to close this off. I just want to implore us as much as is possible. Focus on our kids, please. At the rate we're going, we may not have a future. We cannot allow our kids to go. I honestly don't even know who to give credit to for these photos. But best believe they are appreciated. Jamaica back in the day. My brother used to teach me how to make these. Or box truck made from juice boxes. Going downhill with these tires, so much fun. And every Jamaican family had one of these in the front yard. Please let us allow our children to be children. Let us allow them to grow to be adults. Let us allow them to have fun, to be kids. We don't want no force right, Pitney. Children have the right to be children. Allow our kids to grow, please, and let us not just do it once per year, one day out of 365, 1 week out of 52, or 1 month out of 12. Our children have the right to grow, be protected, be children, live their lives, have fun, do things that children do, not dress half naked and go out on the streets to be peddled. Force right, makeup and nails. What happened to this? What happened to the days when we used to be out? Oh my God. Every snack time, every lunchtime, we couldn't wait for the bell. Baseball with the juice box that you stuff with paper. No better ball than that. Dandy shandy. Bull in a pen. People, when we have Jamaica Day celebrations, let it just be more than the old stuff that we used to use, what we used to wear. I've never been to a Jamaica Day. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but I've never been to one where they had the games. Please, let us allow our kids to be kids. And I don't know if this is going to go out before Saturday. I may try to do so. I'm not even going to edit this. It's just going to be as raw as is. So please forgive me in advance for whatever errors or groups or whatever is inside of it. But if you're a child and you're watching this, enjoy your Children's Day. If you're a teacher or a parent or a guardian, niece, nephew, uncle, aunt, please just let's all work to let our kids be kids. Thank you for tuning in to another production, and leave your thoughts and comments, and I hope you guys stay tuned every Saturday to see what I drop next. Walk good.